So I just saw Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and by just saw, I mean I saw it last night, and then instead of recording it immediately, I went to bed like a normal human being. Hi, I'm Todd Zarina. We're just going to do a quick little review of the new D&D movie, which just came out fairly recently. So this is topical. So, as someone who's dabbled in a little Dungeons & Dragons in his time, I can safely say the film is pretty spot on. There's a lot of cool magic and really interesting world building, and there's so many fun and visually interesting background characters to look at. Pick any scene throughout the film, just look in the background and chances are you'll find some weird fucking freak to look at. All the classics are here. You got some Triflings, you got some Tabaxi. I love the Tabaxi. Shout out to the Tabaxi. It's great stuff. Good job. And from what I can tell, most of it was practical, like this bird guy. We stand practical effects in Hollywood. That's pretty great. I had zero expectations going into this because I hadn't seen any of the trailers. I just saw like some promotional images and I think I saw a poster. Considering how non-existent my expectations were, the movie was pretty good. It was very fun, even charming, I would say. The film is generally pretty good throughout. I never really had any problems with it overall. I think it's just a fantastically fun little movie. Now, granted, it's not life-changing, it's not peak cinema, but it is pretty damn good. The action in particular is incredibly well executed. The shots, the camera work, the action itself, the choreography, it's just all fantastic. There's not a single set piece that's wasted. Main highlight for me was any time Michelle Rodriguez was fighting people, because it was always just so incredibly well done. I love it to bits. Michelle Rodriguez, please step on me, please. The cast were all pretty well utilized throughout. Love Chris Pine as the bard. Justice Smith was one of my favorite characters, playing the sorcerer role, and Sophia Lillis was really cool as this Trifling, but I feel that outside of a few visually impressive sequences, she was kind of underutilized. She wasn't quite as interesting as the other characters. Hugh Grant plays a campy, pompous villain, so if you love Paddington 2, then you'll probably love this also. And of course, who can forget this guy, the guy from Bridgerton. So, for anyone out there who is a fan of this guy from Bridgerton, whose name I can't remember, and I'm not even going to try to remember, he's only in the movie for like 7 minutes, maybe? He accompanies the group to retrieve an item that's important to the plot, but then as soon as they're done, he just leaves. He leaves. He pops back in briefly at the very end of the movie, but he's just gone, because I think the writers realized that they made him too cool and too competent at what he does, so they're like, oh shit, we gotta get him out of here. So he just leaves, he just goes. We do get some fun moments with him though, and I do like his character. I wish we could have seen more of him. Maybe we'll get a prequel or something, I don't know. Because let's be honest, this is gonna be a franchise at this point, right? This is totally gonna be a franchise, I'm calling it right now. I'm not complaining, by the way. I'd love to see more of this world and these characters on the big screen. Considering the last cinematic Dungeons & Dragons movie, I think we're in pretty good hands with this one. If you want a fun adventure movie, then you could definitely do worse than Honor Among Thieves. It is a great time, it's very fun, I think you all should go see it. Overall, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves gets a solid 7 out of 10 from me. It's pretty damn good.